the definition of racism?
Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. You already know the title, so let's get right into things. She was ready to leave the room after this one.
May I ask you a question? And wait a minute. No, you can't ask me a question.
Because you can't answer the question.
Oh, you can't ask me a question, honey. I can't answer, so don't even try.
What attracted the father of the Orlando terrorist to your candidate?
He's a mentally ill individual who ran for president.
I get it.
Pardon me?
What attracted him to your candidate? And your answer was he's mentally ill.
His mental.
All the claims, but no facts.
Give me the most blatant racist example you can come up with right now.
I think you could probably find evidence that, in general, cops are more willing to shoot if the perpetrator is black.
What's your data
than white?
What's your basis for saying that? Last year...
Well, look, I know a lot of people would say, look what's going on in Chicago.
I know what they would say.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what the facts are. 965 people...
She was definitely not letting the SJW have this one.
Been doing so well, and the stats prove it when you actually break down the data like for like, that the victimhood groups need to hit the reset button in order to keep their membership going. It works in elections, it works for things like the Equal Pay Day campaign, but women out there need to know just how misleading this data is, and I don't think your hashtag or your attempt to make companies report these misleading figures is helping them.
SJWs hate Trump supporters for literally no reason.
All that we're asking for is women that get raped, the men are held accountable for.
I don't think anyone disagrees with that.
But
see, that's the so why does me wearing this hat have anything to do with that?
It represents hate.
How so?
How so?
This SJW should just go home.
Many misleading statistics into the public domain, and it is absolutely an attempt to box women in to this victimhood mentality that when you actually break down the data, if you look at the official data from the Office for National Statistics, does not exist. There is a reason that this new data does not line up with the official data, and that is because it is so badly calculated. If you are an economist, it doesn't matter which side of the debate you're on, this is just bad data.
No, Kate, you've just misquoted the
Trump supporters can't walk around without getting harassed by SJWs.
Nazi scum! Get off our street! 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 Nazi scum! Get off our...
Literally, no one asked.
I'm just so proud to be able to order a latte from you because you are just such an incredible human, and I want everything for you, everything you want right now, I want it. Don't you think that she deserves free access to safe, affordable health care? That's what I want for her. I want for if you want.
She's in for a very big surprise.
Who do you think is to blame for the border crisis right now, Trump or Biden?
Trump. He was the president for the past 4 years, so basically Biden has only been in office not even 100 days. Basically all the problems we have right now, he hasn't had enough time to fix them yet. So you have to blame it on the past administration.
Why do SJWs just assume the worst of Trump supporters?
White supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy. White supremacy. White supremacy. White supremacy. Fuck white supremacy. White supremacy. White supremacy.
Is he wrong?
Don't agree with me. I mean, 7% of British women describe themselves as feminists. Just 7. It's only journalists who are still feminists.
Feminism is actually about
feminism about equality, of course. They say one thing.
You're redefining it.
Well, no, they say one thing and they behave very differently. Feminists like to say when they're on the defensive, "Oh, don't you believe in equal rights?" But the way they actually behave is nasty, vindictive,
Do you believe in equality?
It's all claims, but no evidence.
To spread a lot of misinformation. Do you think that's the best way to kind of? Go ahead and what are a couple examples? I mean, it's just kind of known that Alex Jones pushes. So give us some examples. Alex Jones, every day in the show pushes false. Can you give me an example, please? He pushes, Sandy.
Starting to think people don't actually know what free speech is.
Kate here. I just wanted to let you know that I see you. We see you. We see you talking about booby streamers, about Twitch. Well, Mama is here to let you know you need to mind your own content. This video isn't about unpacking the toxic sludge that is the topic of booby streamers.
Yes, the hypocrisy.
Do you support Joe Biden?
Yes.
Do you not think he's racist for all of the things that he has said?
I think that there have been things that he has said that may have been racist.
So since you support Joe Biden, are you racist?
No. You're a white woman with blonde hair.
Yeah?
That's racist. You are racist.
Charlie Kirk sums up perfectly how SJWs argue.
Not support or engage in this toxic thing.
We take in half of the world's immigrants every single year. Half! This is exactly what I'm talking about, is that we have lost our ability to have a conversation in this country. You immediately get called something that you're not, you challenge it with facts and dialogue, and then they walk away.
Imagine getting challenged on your very own show.
Black-on-black violence in the United States of America. By the way, when the tragedies happened in Louisiana and Minnesota, do you know that 21 black people were murdered across the United States? Was there any reporting on that?
There was a black officer who was killed today. But
was there any reporting on that?
Sheriff, please, let's just keep the volume down here. So I understand.
This SJW got owned before he could even say a word.
Yeah, Che Guevara, the genocidal anti-gay revolutionary from Central and South America that he wears proudly on his shirt. Could you imagine if I wore a genocidal anti-gay figure on my... Oh, I'd be wearing a Che Guevara shirt. Go ahead, please.
All right. You really can't argue with his points.
Equality types predicted. Opposite, not the same. And it isn't a theory, it's actually data driven by tens of thousands of surveys and the best scientific literature on the topic. It's not a theory, and I didn't come about it because of my political perspective. I looked at the data. What it showed was that as countries become more egalitarian, the differences between men and women grow. They don't shrink.
This guy had some ridiculous takes.
Against certain groups. And yes, you might be a sellout. You might be whatever.
Oh my God. I'm glad that I know that if I don't agree with you, I'm a sellout and I'm not good enough for my Latinos and I'm not good enough for my father, for my grandfather.
SJWs are just clueless, aren't they?
How am I racist?
Because we're talking about black people and you're saying that they're not oppressed.
How is that racist?
Because they are oppressed.
What's the definition of racism?
You are against black people. You are...
Damn, someone is angry.
Can't come in with the sign either.
You can't come in with the sign?
Why is that?
Hi, nice to meet you.
It's so terrible to meet you.
I'm sorry?
I said it's so terrible to meet you.
It's terrible to meet
Yes.
me. I did not approach you with that same attitude at all.
Yeah, I don't really accept racists or homophobes or
Me
transphobes.
neither. I agree with you, so why is
So
it
you don't
terrible to
accept
see
yourself.
me?
Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, then as always, you know to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new and want to see more content like this. It helps us out. Goodbye for now, everyone, and as always, we'll see you next time.